Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool, but before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. Liverpool could be facing a summer shocker. After losing out on Florian Wirtz to the Reds, Bayern Munich have turned their attention to another Anfield star, Cody Gakpo. The Dutch forward is now top of Bayern's wish list, but will Liverpool cash in or fight to keep their rising star? Bayern Munich will respond to missing out on Florian Wirtz by launching a shock raid on Liverpool to try and sign Cody Gakpo this summer after shelving plans to buy a new number 10. The German giants were viewed as the red-hot favourites to sign Wirtz, 22, if the sought-after attacking midfielder decided to move on from Bayer Leverkusen this summer. But that no longer appears to be the case, with Wirtz now leaning towards joining Liverpool. Bayern club president Herbert Heiner all but conceded defeat in the club's attempts to land the Germany star over the weekend after revealing that Max Ebel, Bayern's sporting director, had been informed of the player's desire to move to Anfield. And after making a big U-turn on plans to sign an elite number 10 in Wirtz, Bayern are now in the market for a left-sided forward, and Gakpo fits the bill. The Netherlands star, 26, enjoyed a fine season for the newly minted Premier League champions, amassing 25 goal contributions across 49 games in all competitions. There is also an expectation that Liverpool will make efforts to freshen up their attacking options in the upcoming transfer window, which would suggest that some players could move on. However, Liverpool Report understands Liverpool boss Arneslot has little interest in parting ways with Gakpo this summer, but an offer too good to refuse could persuade club chiefs to sell. That figure would likely need to be north of £75 million though, particularly with question marks over the futures of Darwin Núñez and Diogo Jota. While Gakpo is of interest to Bayern, the German champions have other names on their radar. Among them is Kaoru Mitoma, the Brighton winger, who has dazzled since making his Premier League bow back in 2022. AC Milan's Rafael Leao is another player Bayern are thought to hold an interest in. The Portugal interest was linked with a move to Arsenal over the weekend, with Liverpool's domestic rivals also in the market for a new left winger. The Reds are also expecting a flurry of activity ahead of the new campaign, with deals for Jeremiafrimpong and Milos Kerkez in the works, as well as their ongoing pursuit of Wirtz. After 8 unforgettable years at Anfield, Andy Robertson has hinted that his time as Liverpool's undisputed left-back could be drawing to a close. As the Reds prepare for an aggressive summer in the transfer market, the arrival of fresh competition, namely Bournemouth's Milos Kerkez, looms large. While Robertson remains a fan favourite and a symbol of Liverpool's modern success, his contract is winding down with no extension in sight. His emotional words following the Premier League title celebrations suggest uncertainty, as new manager Arne Slot and sporting director Richard Hughes reshape the squad for a new chapter. Is this the end of an era for Robertson, or just a new battle for his place? Andy Robertson has hinted that his time as Liverpool's first-choice left-back could be coming to an end this summer, with the club poised to bring in competition. Liverpool are planning to be busy in the summer transfer window after securing the Premier League title and have been linked with Bournemouth defender Milos Kerkez. Robertson has been at Liverpool since 2017 and has been one of the first names on the team sheet during the last 8 years. When fit, he has been preferred to Kostas Tsimikas, but it seems he knows that his status could be threatened next season if he stays at Anfield. The 31-year-old Scotland international has 1 year left on his contract with Liverpool, but unlike Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah, has not yet been offered new terms. He has made it clear that he would like to extend his stay, yet it seems that the Reds have other priorities, with the transfer window edging closer. While much of the focus is currently on Florian Wirtz, who could join alongside his Bayer Leverkusen teammate Jeremiafrimpong, Kerkez is also a target for Liverpool. The Hungary international enjoyed an impressive campaign for Bournemouth and could take Robertson's place in the starting lineup next season. Speaking after the trophy lift on Sunday, Robertson told Match of the Day, "We're obviously going to have a busy summer, so we need to see where everyone stands. But it's been a special time here. I've loved my time here. It's been 8 special years. And like I said, I'll cherish every moment that I've played in front of these fans, especially at Anfield. Today was special, It seems as though Robertson has not been given any assurances over his place, with Slot focused on strengthening across the board for 2025/26. Asked by Gary Lineker when he will start to think about next season, Slot replied, "A few months ago, I think this is the most important phase of the season to get the squad that you want as a club, and that's something we are trying now. But of course, that doesn't start today. Definitely not at this club. We've pointed out our targets a long way back. And the work, not as much from me, but especially from Richard Hughes, our sporting director, started a long way back, and now we're trying to get what we want. But to make it clear, we have a very, very, very good team already, and we're trying to make it even stronger if we can." Kerkez has hinted that he could be leaving Bournemouth this summer. He wrote on Instagram, 38 games, 38 started. We finished the job and broke the record. Thanks to the fans and everyone for support. Thanks to the gaffer for trusting me to start all 38 games, and special thanks to the one above for keeping me safe and healthy. And of course, nothing would be possible without my family. I don't know what will happen in next week, but Cherry's family, thank you. Darwin Núñez's time at Anfield looks to be running out. While he has shown glimpses of potential, his lack of goals and impact in big moments have become too costly for a team chasing greatness. If the right offer comes in this summer, it's increasingly likely that Liverpool will let him go and use the funds to chase a more clinical forward like Wirtz. Darwin Núñez's future at Liverpool has long been in question, and with the summer transfer window almost upon us, a move away could be in the offing. The Uruguayan striker has failed to live up to his £85 million fee since arriving at Anfield from Benfica in 2022, finding the back of the net just 40 times in 143 club appearances. As Arneslot has already announced his intentions to build on his Premier League winning side, Núñez could be shown the door for the right price. He received a winner's medal for his part in the 2024-25 Premier League campaign. But Núñez only managed to register 5 goals for the Reds in 30 games this term, with Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, Dominic Szoboszlai and Diogo Jota all proving more prolific in front of goal. As a result, major questions have arisen with regards to the 25-year-old's future at Liverpool under Slot, who will undoubtedly look for a proven goalscorer to give Liverpool their best chance of defending their league title in 2025-26. But what has been said of Núñez, and where could he end up going? Here, Liverpool Report breaks it down. Former Liverpool star Dietmar Hamann recently pondered whether Núñez is the biggest transfer mistake in Liverpool's illustrious history. Speaking to Betting Lounge, the 51-year-old who played for the Reds between 1999 and 2006 said, "Is Darwin Núñez the biggest transfer mistake in Liverpool's history? Maybe. It's just part of the game. When you bring players in, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. People probably thought, myself included, if you bring somebody in for £85 million, it guarantees you goals, but looking back, it wasn't money well spent. Now you need to see how much you recoup. Maybe one of the Saudi clubs comes and you get your money back." The other thing is, we shouldn't forget that he's been part of a title-winning side. He played his part as much as everybody else. He was part of the team. He contributed maybe not as much as others, but sometimes it's easier to swallow when you bring a player in like him, when the team is still successful regardless. I think it's a very good sign for the state Liverpool is in at the moment to bring in a forward in for a lot of money. And he doesn't score many goals, but you're still winning. Núñez seemingly criticised Slot in a cryptic social media post at the back end of April. The striker found himself benched at the turn of the year, starting just 1 game for Liverpool in the club's last 10 fixtures amid stiff competition for places in the starting Kamenni. Taking to X to speak about his lack of playing time on the eve of Liverpool's 5-1 title-winning victory over Tottenham, Núñez wrote, "No wonder I didn't play more, because the last game I started in the Premier League went well." And suddenly, the post was quickly deleted, with Núñez uploading a photo of himself and Alexis McAllister enjoying a popular South American caffeinated drink an hour later. However, replies on the post made it clear that his earlier message was gone, but not forgotten. It came after rumours from Portugal suggested that Liverpool were benching Núñez to avoid paying a £4.2 million, €5 million transfer instalment to Benfica. A bowler suggested that the Portuguese club received a bonus each time the forward hit a milestone in terms of starting games in the Premier League and Champions League. The publication claimed that Benfica would receive £4.2 million for 10 starts, another £4.2 million when he hit 35, and another £4.2 million when he secured his 60th. Slot, however, was quick to rubbish rumours that he was benching Núñez for that reason, telling reporters, "Do you always believe what journalists say?" "Not always." "Me neither. Sometimes you should, but sometimes it's better not to believe everything that is written about players." This is completely new to me, and I've said many times that I'm working at a club here where it's really nice to work.